Houston Texans open up their season playing the LA Rams in LA at SoFi Stadium. It's been a very interesting offseason for the Rams, who at the very beginning of it seemed to be shopping quarterback Matt Stafford, who almost led the Rams to a dramatic comeback victory against the eventual Super Bowl champion Eagles in the playoffs. Was it a case of Sean McVay getting sick of his quarterback? I honestly think that was partly it, but also Stafford, maybe the toughest quarterback of the 21st century, given all the injuries he's played through and given the team that he was stuck on for the majority of the beginning of his career. I mean, maybe they think that he doesn't have anything left. And this offseason has certainly been a test of Stafford's durability, because it seems that he is really, really, really struggling to get healthy, to be ready to go for the start of the season, which has led to an online hashtag Stafford died weeks ago. Yeah. Remember we had this a couple of years ago where people thought that Damar Hamlin died and then was replaced by a clone?
Yeah.
Or some sort of body double. Some are joking online that has happened with Matt Stafford.
Are they joking?
It's
or
a
are they
great
close
question.
to the truth?
I don't know what the truth is, Sean. It's been a very strange offseason. So here's what we know about Matt Stafford. Stafford has allegedly been dealing with an aggravated disc in his back and had an epidural injection. Sean McVay confirmed that. We also know that Matt Stafford's been using something called an, quote, immortal chamber, end quote, which helps with, quote, restoration and rejuvenation, end quote. I put a picture in the Google Doc, Sean, if you want to take a look at it. It essentially looks like, for those who are familiar with red light treatment, it looks like red light treatment and a dentist chair, but a very, very fancy dentist chair, had a baby together.
It's like a dentist chair in Blade Runner.
Yes.
Kind of what it looks like.
Yeah. Something sci-fi.
Yeah.
Star Wars,
Maybe Tron?
Star Trek, Tron.
The
yeah.
lighting makes it seem crazy.
It looks bizarre. The website describes the immortal chamber, AMMORTAL, if you want to look it up yourself, as a wellness device that aims to optimize human performance and promote holistic health through a combination of non-invasive technologies. My God, this reads like Jack Easterby's LinkedIn profile, which I read today. Bit at 2:00. Stay tuned. In English, it is a zero-gravity chair that's really a table. A person lies on it to help with rest and rejuvenation. It quickly calms your nervous system, it claims, shifting you out of fight or flight mode so your body can fully absorb the various modalities and stimulate recovery. Again, this is LinkedInese. But this is what Matt Stafford, who is trying to recover from an aggravated disc in his back that needed an epidural injection, is using to, I guess, make this recovery go as quickly as possible. The website description, while trying to sell to people, says, looking for the absolute state-of-the-art in restoration and rejuvenation? Our stacked technologies deliver hours of restorative modalities in just one short 30-minute session that leaves most individuals feeling in a state of calm but caffeinated-like energy. Bring a powerful reset and recharge to unlock your true potential for the very, very affordable asking price of $160,000. It could be yours. Honestly, the Astros should think about investing in one of these.
It couldn't hurt.
Literally
could not hurt.
Could it really be worse than the Astros training and medical staff? Stafford was back at practice for the Rams Monday. He was a full participant. About 10 days or so before that, at practice, we are told Matt Stafford threw 60 passes by Sean McVay. Did anyone see it? Because it was at like a side field. It wasn't the actual Rams practice. He was at practice, but not practicing. And here's everything that SeanMcVay has said about Matt Stafford, who, again, there are people online that believe Matt Stafford is dead and that the pictures of him at Rams training camp are that of, 1, a body double, or 2, a clone, which is hilarious. McVey asked if Stafford will be ready for the opener against the Houston Texans. Quote, I think that would be putting the cart way before the horse. Oh, he might not play. Might mean Jimmy G, even though he's back out at practice. Some more vagaries from from Sean McVay about Matt Stafford. I think that's a word. Go with me here. Sean McVay, quote, we're going to keep it a day and really a week at a time. I'm not going to pigeonhole myself into any plans, and so we're just seeing how he feels. We're truly taking it a day at a time and a week at a time right now. We're trying to get our hands on it. We're trying to do it right by the player, number one, and our team as well. End quote. What? What? Look at ease. What is really happening here in L.A.?
It's one of the classic things where the more they explain it, the more you're just like, wait, what?
What?
Like, this is actually making me more worried. The fact they're like, yeah, don't want to pigeonhole him into playing week 1.
Yeah. Oh, man. More from Sean McVay on Matt Stafford on the approach with Stafford's back problem. Quote, I think what's really happened is when you look at it, there were a lot of things that we had talked about at the beginning, and it's gone a little bit differently than what we had planned. I think the right thing to do for everyone involved is to truly take it a day at a time. That's where you just take it a day at a time because it's a very fluid situation that demands flexibility as well. What?
Can we go back to talking about modalities?
Right. All of this is
Sean McVay
confusing.
somehow being more vague than this thing's website, than the Immortal Chambers website.
Yeah. And also, Matt Stafford is, if you want to add to the tinfoil hat conspiracy we're going with here, is going to be a co-host on a podcast this year, the Let's Go podcast, which used to have Tom Brady. But now, last year it was Bill Belichick. So It's going to be Stafford, Max Crosby of the Raiders, Peter King, and Jim Gray.
Okay. So they went from every year having like a combined 7 rings to now
having
0.
one.
Oh,
One.
one. Stafford.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was focused on Crosby, King, and Gray.
It does seem like Stafford is about to make the transition, though, to follow his wife
afterlife?
into the game.
Oh.
Well, some have say he already has done that. But some believe he is perhaps paving the way for podcasting.
Yeah,
or broadcasting.
I definitely don't have long-term hopes for Matt Stafford. I barely have week 1 hopes for Matt Stafford.
This makes me feel good for the Texans' chances week 1.
Yeah.
I'd rather go up against Jimmy G than the guy who almost beat the Eagles in the playoffs last year.
Okay. Say Matt Stafford didn't die weeks ago. All right, I know.
Allegedly.
But let's just say that that's not the case. And this is the real Matt Stafford going through all this just to practice.
Yeah, man.
In a practice where he'll wear a red jersey and won't get touched.
Right.
His back is all sorts of jacked up.
And it has been for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
just go look up his injury history. He's one of the toughest players ever, but
And that's-
I really don't think he's going to play week 1.
The only case for him playing is the fact that we know that he's one of the toughest players around today because of what he's played through in the past. That's the only kernel of, he might actually be out there just because he's a tough SOB is the only thing.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to play week 1. I'm fascinated by this. I know the Killer Bees talked about this very briefly once when I brought it up. I'm just saying right now, you got to keep an eye on this situation. There's a very good chance. Honestly, you might bet on the game now. Screw it. You want to put a little cheddar on it?
I wonder what
I would imagine the Rams are favored in the game at this moment in time, which is funny because Matt Stafford is using very unconventional means to rehab his back.
Yeah, they're 3-point favorites, right?
Rams 3-point favorites. Okay. Well, that means it's basically an even game at this moment in time. But hey, it probably won't be once we get to week 1. Just saying.